Hi guys, just doing a little video. It's not engineering, so switch off if you're engineering. It's radio am. Radio amateur is something I've been into since the 1980s when I actually sat my radio amateur exams, but like an idiot I never actually procured a license, which I should have done, because a friend of mine who took the exams within a year of me, which were I think 1988 or something like that, or the 80s anyway, he did get a license. Now I didn't, because I wanted to do my Morse code, which would have given me my full license. Now I never actually did my Morse code, and I thought, well, if I don't do my Morse code, at that time I believe all you could use was 2-meter band, and I didn't want to go on 2-meter band. Well, I did, but I also wanted to use HF bands, you know, the 10-meter bands, etc. And you couldn't at that time without taking your Morse code. My friend, he did procure a license and he didn't take his Morse code, and he is now I don't know, he's a G4 or a G6 or whatever he is, but he's got a full license. He just kept renewing it. He didn't let it lapse, and he's got a full license. Because I didn't get a license at that time, and I've only recently got a license, which if you've seen some of my other videos I might have explained to you that I didn't get my full license. They only gave me a foundation license, which is a low power transmitter. You can still use all the frequencies on most of them, but you've got to only use low power. It's a bit sad really, because I questioned this with Ofcom, and I asked some RSGB members and said, look, you know, I took my exam, my full exams at Cleckheaton College in West Yorkshire way back in the 80s, and I passed with flying colours, and technically I should have a full license. And they said, well, yeah, you should, but if you'd have got a license then, you'd now be able to have a full license without Morse code. It were very bitter, and now I'm very bitter really. But anyway, I got my license. I bought this lovely FT 991A Yaesu set, which is lovely. I've got a couple of other sets in the house which will be going probably on eBay. They're only 10-meter band ones and 11 if you tweak them. But this does everything. It's an all modes thing. My antenna on the roof is I believe a Sigma X360 all band 80 through 6 meters. It's got no ground planes. It's got a matching box in the bottom, a ballon in the bottom. I can't tell you what the ratio is, I don't know. You guys will know, and you'll know that antenna too. You can actually, on the base of it, fit some counterpoises, which I'm looking out for a coil of 1.5 or 2.5 grey singles stranded, which I'm going to make some counterpoises of every frequency, and I'm going to mount them all on the roof. If these counterpoises say 10 meters, I haven't got 10 meters, I'll double back. I'll make a 10 meter, double back 5 meters, double back 5 meters, and insulate it, and hopefully that'll help to get a better signal. Because the reason I'm making this video is because I've been able to do Eastern Europe ever since I got this, no problem. I can bounce into, actually just Eastern Europe. I've done Portugal, which is not Eastern Europe, is it? But I've done Denmark, Norway. I actually did a guy that many of you will have talked to also. He's always on, and he's in, Russia. The main place in Russia, the capital. He's there, and he's always transmitting, and I spoke to him. I've spoke to Italy. I haven't done Greece. Spoke to Spain many times, Italy, tons, Senegalia, you name it, Italy I've done, and Slovenia, Slovakia, lots and lots and lots of stations in Eastern Europe, no problem. Americans, I've heard them coming on, but I haven't actually managed to work them. Now, most of these Americans that come on have got a tower, probably 40 foot high. They live on a hill or an open plain, and they usually have a Yagi beam pointed at the UK or to Eastern Europe. And they're running stupid power, some of them 3 kilowatt power. And you know for a fact that if some guy's got this bloody great Yagi beam and he's running 3 kilowatt, there ain't much chance he's going to hear me on this. But today, they were coming through so strong today. We were on 24.963 megahertz. I tried all the bands and they were all quite alive, but the 24 meg band were well alive. And there was a station on, there was 2 of them talking in America, and they were picking odd people up. And what we got? Alpha 14 Juliet uniform, I believe his name was Dave, was in Southwest Florida, and his friend, he was English actually, an English guy, but now lives in Florida. His friend, Martin, lives in central New York, and he is Kilo Tango 2 Romeo Delta, I believe, if I've got that right. And they were both talking away and picking odd people up, and said that they spoke to a guy in the UK, a Mike Zero somewhere down south, I believe. And I thought, why not? Let's give it a try. I know I won't get through to him. Now, I know Martin were running a kilowatt on a beam, I believe, but he was running a kilowatt. And I think his his antenna were quite high. And I thought, well, I'll give him a bash. And without really further ado, I'll show you what the results were. I was absolutely amazed. Now, back in the 80s, I was a CBer, and I used to do sideband early morning when the sun was coming up. And I used to work some fantastic American stations, Canada, all over the country, all over the world, sorry. I never did Australia, but they say that you can. But I did some very good faraway stations, and at that time I got loads of postcards sent back and things. And I joined a club because I want a radio am called the Worldwide Radio Society. And I think my handle were 26 Whiskey Whiskey 106. I've tried to follow that up since and find out if it's still around, you know, this company, but this radio club. And there's a Worldwide Radio something society, but not the club that I joined. I've still got my card somewhere, it's in my wallet actually, but I don't know whether I could use that, and I don't. I use my Mike 7, which is my radio am license number, handle, if you like. So what I'm going to do is just show you, it's only a short video, but I'll show you what I did today and how I got received. Okay guys, thanks for watching, please subscribe. My numbers are down, I'm still way under 1,000, but what the hell. Subscribe, share, like, whatever. Give me a comment. Apparently comments help. Just a comment to say, yeah, great, or thank you, or whatever. I've said enough.
Want me to band is a fun band to be on today. John, God bless to you and the family. There was another station from England calling. When you were calling in, I couldn't get his whole call sign because you two guys were banging heads coming into the United States here. Victor 1, Juliet, Sierra, November. K2TRD, God bless, my friend. Sierra, 73's there. The other station from the UK, I heard you calling before, but I couldn't get all your call signs because you and John were banging heads there, over. Okay, Gold 0 Lima Hotel. I didn't get the letter that I'm missing there. Can you give me the letter I'm missing? Copy. Gold 0 Lima Charlie Hotel. Kilowatt 2 Tango Romeo Delta. The name on this side is Martin. I can see there, Martin. And, we almost got the same name there, my friend. G0LCH, K2TRD, alright?
So this is Saturday, the 5th of November, bonfire night. It's 2:10 in the afternoon, and the UK and America is bouncing in. We're on 24.963 meg. And they're coming in loud and clear. I've not tried to get back to them yet. These guys are running huge power.
With your phone with dipole, so it's working great coming across the pond. We are working the DB1217. It's got 4 active elements and 1 kW going your direction there. We do have another station today, David on frequency there, Marty, and because it's a 2-for-1 sale. You get 2 stations for the price of 1. So we're going to pass you over to Alpha India 4, Juliet Uniform. David there. David, give Marty a call. His call sign is Golf 0, Lima Charlie. Where are we? AI4 JU K2TRD. Okay there, Marty. That makes a new band for us today. Now we got 3 bands in the logbook, so that's good. We got 3 different bands now. G0LCH, God bless to you and the family. K2TRD, 73s. Excuse me, India 4, Juliet Uniform. Where is that?
Mike 7, Delta Oscar Zulu.
Okay, Mike 7, Mike 7.
Yes, Mike 7, Delta Oscar Zulu, United Kingdom, hello.
Whoa, you just went off frequency. Mike 7, try that again. I think you hit your VFO.
Sorry, it was me that did that. Yes, Mike 7, Delta Oscar Zulu, United Kingdom. Good afternoon.
Mike 7, Delta Oscar Zulu, did I get that correct?
That is correct, yes, a United Kingdom station.
Okay, Mike 7, Delta Oscar Zulu, this is K2TRD. You're peaking up to 5 and 9 with me here. 5 and 9, over.
Thank you very much, that's great, because we run in the Yaesu FT991A, but we're only on low power with a vertical all-band antenna about 15 metres above ground, but we are not in a high location, so I'm really happy that I could make the station. Over to you.
Well, you're doing a good job coming across. I didn't catch your name. The name, please?
Yeah, you've got Steve, and we're in Yorkshire.
Okay, Steve. We do have another station here on frequency, David, and he's from your area up there, but he lives in Florida now. So we're going to pass you over, Steve, to Alpha India 4, Julia Uniform, David. David, can you pick up Mike 7, Delta Oscar Zulu?
Yes, absolutely. Thanks, Steve. Mike 7, Delta Oscar Zulu, Steve, this is Alpha India 4 Juliet Uniform, AI4JU. We're in Southwest Florida, Gulf of Mexico.
Yes, I am picking you up, Alpha 14 Juliet Uniform. I'm picking you up with probably a 5 and 4, fading slightly in and out. But yes, I've got you okay, thank you.
Yeah, I'm reading you 4x4 into Cape Coral, Southwest Florida, and over.
Yeah, that's great, fantastic. We've now over here got somebody having a whistle on the channel trying to cause problems. But I did get all that communication from you, over.
Okay, that's, thank you for the contact there. And I'll hand it back to Martin. Pick it up, Martin.
Well, thank you there, David. Okay, Mike 7, Delta Oscar Zulu. Steve, K2TRD. Well, you're sounding good here. Beautiful signal coming across, so your station's doing a beautiful job. We're working 4 elements on this band off of DB1217 at 1KW. So you're sounding beautiful in upstate New York today, Steve. Steve, God bless you and the family. There was quite a few calls. I'm going to try and pick up a couple of more. Then we're going to head upstairs because we finished 2 cups of coffee, and now I'm starting to do a shared dance here. Well, that's the way it's going. Mike 7, Delta Oscar Zulu. God bless, my friend. K2TRD in the group. Over.
Okay, thank you very much for the communication. You go get yourself another coffee. 73s, my friend, 73s.
73s. This is K2TRD in the group.
Yeah, how about that? And we got all that. Straight into America. I haven't worked America this year. Really, turn the volume down. Really happy with that. So that we're on 24.963 megahertz on the 5th of November. From here in Yorkshire to 2 calls. So Martin was in New York, Central State, and his friend was in Southwest Florida. Fantastic. We might see if we can do some more, but I just thought I'd catch it on camera that, you know, the channels are open. It really is open. I mean, outside here today is overcast, raining, not very nice. It's cold, yet we've got a really good skip. It's amazing, fantastic.
India United 0, Delta Fox Kilo, calling 10, over. Alright, secure 10 meter band, secure 10 meter band. India United 0, Delta Fox Kilo, call 10 meter band, over.
Ocean, Portugal. My name is the Fox Alpha Fox.
Portugal.
Please give me your call sign, okay?
Alright. 0, back in. Special call sign. Special call sign for the 200 and something of the pilot. Thank you for the call, W3 to them.
Roger, thank you, sir, for the question. I hope to meet you again. Charles, thank you for the question. Zulu Whiskey 200, Echo Sierra, Frank, Charlie Tango 1, Bravo Whiskey, Ontário. Tchau, obrigado, bom fim de semana. Roger, obrigado.
But S7, S6 secure them. At the moment, static secure name. But anyway, don't worry. The band is very opening, so the name is Johnny, Germany, India, Alpha, Nancy, India, located in near Napoli in the south part of Italy, Pop. So back to you.
Napoli.
Radio Lima Sierra, India, Zulu 8, Charlie Golf Sierra, over.
Sorry for the smoke. Some good stuff this afternoon.
Victor, over you.